Good morning, everybody. This is Victor here at CryptoTrendline.com, and it is time again for that daily overview of the cryptocurrency market and the crypto news. First of all, looking at coin market cap, overall market capitalization is 277 billion. We're slowly creeping towards that 300 billion mark. Not quite there yet, but the good thing is that we had 2 days that were like green days, so the market is moving upwards very slowly. We're creeping towards that. Probably there will be like a couple of correction days to follow, probably tomorrow or the day after, but as it is, at least we're stable. We're not falling further down, which is good. Bitcoin is like minus 0.37%, which is almost nothing. Ethereum's up 1.5%, Ripple's up almost 4%, and everything just within these measures, nothing too drastic apart from Verge. Verge had an explosion of 50% yesterday because they've announced a crucial partnership, but that's pretty much it. Today they're still a bit up, but nothing major, and we don't believe this trend will keep going the same direction. So overall a stable market as it is at the moment. And looking at the news, first one, very important, and this is really a big news because Australian cryptocurrency exchanges are under regulation. This is actually good, guys. Remember, every time we speak about this, and I'm telling you, regulations are good as long as they're moderate, because this will give people like more sense of safety, and they will invest more money into the market. Because personally, I and the rest of the guys from the company, we do know a lot of investors that are holding a lot of fiat at the moment, but they're saying we're not entering this market until it's regulated, because scams are like a lot, and you got these bumps and dumps all the time, and this is pretty much manipulation is good because you can make money, but then again it's bad because you can lose a lot of money. So regulations are something good, and as soon as the entire world decides to have some sort of decent regulations on the market's going to go up. So this is not that bad in terms of regulations. What the exchanges will have to do is to keep identity of everyone using the exchange, which they actually do now, but they might have to share it with authorities at a certain point if in cases there are like transactions over $10,000 or more, and they'll have to keep records for about 7 years, which again will help a lot when it comes to fighting terrorism and just breaking money laundering schemes. So not that bad overall, and we'll see how things will go for Australia, but definitely this will give more confidence to Australian investors, and they'll probably invest more fiat into the crypto world. Moving onwards, more positive news. ASRock, they have created a miner, and they will release it soon. This is good because obviously if companies are coming up with new miners, this means that crypto is not going anywhere and people will continue to mine. And furthermore, big organizations like us, if they are looking into building cryptocurrency miners, this means that the industry is safe, at least for now. Another news regarding mining cryptos comes from Bitmain. Bitmain, they will release 8-hash ASIC miner quite soon. It will be sometime during the summer. Price will be at about $800. And again, if we're coming up with new models and solutions and more powerful miners, this means that crypto industry will be here for at least another couple of years. So it's not a bubble where we had like a bubble pump and dump thing, but overly the technology and the market is staying as it is, which is again good. And moving onwards to something not that great, John McAfee. You know him, you hate him, you love him, you do whatever you want with him, but obviously that guy gets a lot of cash to promote coins. And again, if you're following him, please note that he's paid to actually boost and pump coins, so you have to be very careful. It's I don't really believe in what he's doing. I don't think this is right, so be very mindful if you're following him and following his advice on Twitter or other channels or whatever. Just know that whatever comes out of John McAfee, it's paid information, and it might or most likely will play against you. So moving onwards with more scammers. Yesterday there was a really interesting conference, and Joseph Poon and Vitalik, they just literally destroyed Craig Wright. So you know Craig Wright, he's aka fake Satoshi Nakamoto. I mean, they just told him off, said, listen, you have no place here, you're just scamming people, and it's definitely not true what you're saying, so what are you doing at this conference? I've linked the video in our news group, so just go ahead and have a look. Because as you all know, we do have two Telegram groups. One's for signals, where we release signals regarding price movements of different coins, and the other one is for news. So if you want to have all the latest news in the crypto universe, just join that group and I will spam news instantly, so you can read it and be on top of things. And currently both groups are free, so hurry up and join, because the signals group might get paid soon. We've released a very nice signal regarding Binance coin movement. We made 40% profit on that, and just recently we released VeChain signal, so we're still waiting for this one to play out. So join the groups, and if you want to give us a shout, make sure to contact us. All our contact information details are in the description of this video. We have Facebook and then LinkedIn and TradingView, so just give us a shout. We can also do your portfolio for you, because we research ICOs and we do portfolios, and we release signals based on technical analysis and fundamentals research. All that being said, please note that this is not a financial advice. If you're looking for financial advice, contact your financial advisor. And that being said, and now that we get this out of our system, we can look into the charts. Daily chart of Bitcoin, loading. Okay, that's an hourly chart. This is pretty much what we expect to do. We expect, if we continue to rally upwards a bit from here, which is the more unlikely scenario, we'll have to push up to this trend line and this resistance at $7,700, $7,800. Then get rejected, bounce back, and probably go up again. The more likely scenario is for us to, because as I said, it's time for a bit of consolidation. We need to pull back to resistance level of around $7,000, $7,075, and then bounce back upwards, push the trend line, push through next resistance of 7,800, and we'll take it from there. This is how things look at the moment for Bitcoin, according to us on the hourly chart. And Ethereum, looking at Ethereum as usual, a bit weaker, but at the moment the resistance level is actually closer, so we're really looking at testing $410 to $417. This is the major resistance we're facing at the moment. If we bounce through it, we'll probably pull back a bit, use it as support at this time, and try to attack at this next resistance of $438. The other way around, if we get rejected from the trend line, we'll test another resistance that's lower, and it's $378 to $373, somewhere in this range. This is how Ethereum looks at the moment, and today we decided to look into Monero. And looking at its chart, again, it's a make or break from here. Major resistance at $258 and support at $150. So everything will happen within this area for today or the day after. So probably it will rise to $250 and then pull back, and then we'll see if we can push through the resistance and go further up, or the resistance of 151. If we break through that one, the fall, well, we haven't even tried to calculate because we believe this won't happen, but still, I mean, next support levels we might be looking at around $100. So we'll see about this. As always, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.